My wedding dress had a hidden pocket, and what I found inside destroyed me. I always said I didn't care if my dress had lace, sparkles, or a 10-foot train. The only thing I really wanted? Pockets. It sounds silly, right? But something about slipping my hands into those hidden seams made me feel grounded. Safe. Like I could hold on to a little piece of myself in the middle of a chaotic, beautiful day. When I finally found the dress, it felt like fate. Ivory silk, delicate cap sleeves, and yes, deep, hidden pockets. I cried in the dressing room, not because of how I looked, but because I could finally picture it all: the aisle, the vows, the forever. It wasn't just a dress. It was a promise to myself that everything I had endured had finally led to something beautiful. My fiancé. Let's call him Mark. Loved to joke that he couldn't care less about the wedding details, but he always looked at me like I was the most radiant thing in the room. We had been together for 5 years. I moved across the country for him. I nursed his mother through 6 months of chemo. I stayed when he lost his job, when he fell into a deep depression, and I was there when he finally got back on his feet. He proposed in a way that made every heartache feel worth it. He hid the ring inside my favorite book, the pages dog-eared from years of shared love. I admit, I hated that he cut the book up to put the ring inside, but he promised to buy me a new copy. It was his style: hidden surprises. The morning of the wedding, my tailor dropped off the freshly pressed gown. I unzipped the garment bag like it held my future. My bridesmaids had just left to grab some food, so I was completely alone in the bridal suite. I started to steam out a few wrinkles. Absent-mindedly, I slipped my hands into the pockets. That's when I felt it. There was something inside. It felt like a thick, grainy piece of paper. I pulled it out, my heart actually leaping with excitement. I expected a sweet surprise from Mark. Maybe another hidden love note? Another ring-in-the-book moment? It was a sonogram. I froze. I flipped it over, scrawled on the back, and hurried. Unfamiliar handwriting were 2 sentences. "I'm sorry. I thought you deserved to know. He doesn't even know I'm keeping it." No signature, no explanation. Just a black and white blur of a fetus and a message that shattered my world. My stomach dropped. I didn't scream. I didn't faint. I just stood there, slowly suffocating in the silence of the hotel room. Suddenly, everything clicked. Every night he came home late and blamed traffic. Every work trip I hadn't questioned. Every time he said he wasn't ready for kids yet, and I had just swallowed my hurt. It wasn't that he didn't want kids. He just didn't want them with me. I sat on the edge of the hotel bed, reading the note again and again, hoping the words might change. They didn't, so I stood up. I zipped the dress back into the bag with the photo tucked inside the folds of silk, like a secret burial. I walked out of the hotel room, still wearing the casual flats I had bought for dancing at the reception. Mark texted me 20 minutes later asking where I was. I just replied, "Check the pocket in my wedding dress." It was hours later by the time I got a reply from him. He was begging me to trust him, begging me to come back and talk. But he never denied it. Not once, and I never replied.